Alright, test 1, 2, 3. What's going on, fellow rogues? It's Masked here, and welcome in for episode 2 for Castlevania Portrait of Ruin. And of course, tonight, rogues is gonna be like the first of 2 streams. Like, I actually forgot to get fully loaded in. I'm going to get into that. But yeah, because we're in the Dominance collection. But yeah, welcome in, Mohammed. How you doing? But anyways, yeah, so like I said, Castlevania Portrait of Ruin is gonna be our second episode for this, and it's gonna be like the second and last game as far as like all the Metroidvania, Castlevania games, because I pretty much played all the other ones last year. I went in and played like several for the first time I haven't ever actually touched before. Specifically Circle of the Moon, Harmony and Harmony of Dissonance. I think that was basically about it. Because I already played Symphony of the Night, Dawn of Sorrow, and Aria of Sorrow and everything. So yeah, really excited to kind of like continue this and see like what else like this game has to offer. It was the main one I was like really excited to play out of like the Castlevanias I hadn't like touched yet, Metroidvania wise. And following this, Order of Ecclesia is gonna be next. So I don't know if I'm gonna like jump right in and play that as soon as I finish Portrait of Ruin. I might, because there are like some other retro games I would like to do, but I might just go on in and wrap up Order of Ecclesia. Kind of go ahead and like get like the series out finished. But before we actually do like get going, guys, also trying to finish up my little going live post on Upscrolled and everything. It kind of goofed up. Do that real quick. So yeah, I'm trying not to be on my phone here, rogues. But like I said, like as far as like tonight's stream is concerned, we're gonna be doing Castlevania, and then afterwards it'll be more Crime Scene Cleaner. So really excited for that as well. Because the main goal for like Crime Scene Cleaner is trying to like get that finished up, so that way moving forward it'll either be hang on, yeah, this site's still a little bit buggy, but. All right, that should about do it. Okay, yeah, and then do this right here. But yeah, there, that takes care of that. Making sure. Okay, so because like I said, the main goal of Crime Scene Cleaner, like finishing that up, is I'm hoping that next up, if me and Rule 17, Rock and Nachos, whoever else joins us, don't jump on Goblin Cleanup, we can possibly maybe do Power Wash Simulator 2. Not entirely sure how that's gonna go. Yeah, actually, Scope, you're not. You're gonna, like, actually grow up. That's what you're gonna do. And trust me, I mean, considering the fact I lift, like, 400 something pounds in the gym, I'd like to see you come over and try and do that. Don't think you'd be taking as, like, as a foot out the door. Just like you're gonna be doing, seriously, it just gets me how some people apparently just don't know how to grow up. I mean, but it's adorable you think you actually could. See, get this taken care of real quick. Give me 1 second here, guys. Just gonna get this taken care of really quick, like once I kind of. I'm trying to find it real quick. It's weird. Something happened to the thing or what? I'm not seeing it here. Hang on. Oh, there it is. Let's see. We're just going to. There we go. And I mean, seriously, is there like something in the water and everything where people just come in and just. And one thing I do love, of course, is the factor that when people come in and do things like that, like I love how like they come in trying to say something out of pocket, and then like my thing down here just immediately kicks it off the screen. So I think that's hilarious. So pretty much it's not even really on the screen that long. But yeah, rogues. Anyways, that being said, that was honestly slightly amusing. Poor attempt, but amusing. But either way, with that being said, guys, because again, I lift like 400 something in the gym or whatever as far as deadlifts are concerned. Ain't no one taking my cheeks. But yeah, as far as like tonight's stream goes or whatever, we got a couple unboxings we're gonna do. So yeah, what we're gonna pretty much be doing here, guys, we got like 2 things we're gonna be on like opening up real quick right here. I'm hoping they're actually in good condition and such. So but yeah, it's pretty much just nothing like it's basically just like a couple of like new additions to the room and everything. Um, yeah, but that's the thing, Rogues. I mean, I just kind of acknowledge it just because I thought that was honestly amusing. I wasn't like triggered by it or anything, but it's just I don't know. It just gets me how some people like come in thinking they're like saying something, you know, being clever or whatever. It's okay, yeah. So like, which one of your friends, in elementary school, did you pick that one up from? But either way, to start this off, okay, it's actually in a protector. It looks like as well. Okay, they really went above and beyond with this one, as far as like because this is like from a shop called Big Ben's Comic Oasis. I actually was able to get this from a little bit cheaper on there compared like because I was trying to get it from Hot Topic, and I actually got it from Ben's shop like cheaper and everything. So shout out to Big Ben for getting this fairly here to me fairly quickly and in great condition. So story behind this, Rogues. Anyone who knows me knows that I love kaiju stuff. Got like a little Godzilla shelf back there. You can kind of like see got like a few little like Godzilla plushies, pop figures, and everything. This has nothing to do with Godzilla per se, but it is like another series that I've got like a lot of respect for. And I wasn't able to get like one of the original pop figures, and they released about like probably 6 years ago because I think they've been more or less vaulted. But I did like was at least able to get this one for its 60th anniversary figure. So started off the OG Ultraman. So this is the original, like basically the one they kind of like referenced in Ready Player One and everything, where they had like not the movie of course, but like the book. They did things very different in the movie where they replaced Ultraman with a Gundam and had like the little timer that they used for it. So pretty much like the original show was just like a lot of like just cheesy rubber suit fun. It came out like this one came out like after Godzilla. I think Godzilla's about like 70 plus years old and everything. But this is definitely like I think they even actually reuse some suits from the Godzilla stuff. But yeah, I've been really excited. This is like really the only Ultraman figure I've really wanted. They've had like a whole bunch of different variations for different Ultraman characters. This is the only one I want. I just wanted the OG. And I kind of like this one more because he's actually doing like his stance and all that. And, the other one just like those like the original figures just kind of stood there, just looking buff and everything. But do a quick snooze real quick on that. So yeah, already in a protector or whatever. I'm probably just gonna put it on the Godzilla shelf just for the heck of it. Like Godzilla and Ultraman never really met up or anything, but there is this other show called Zone Fighter, which was kind of like sort of like Ultraman in a way, and Godzilla, and I think some other like some villains like Gigan or whatever showed up on there. But yeah, Ultraman, for those that ain't watched it, it's if you want to get in the in the kaiju based stuff, it's more digestible because I mean, yeah, Godzilla like pretty much everything with Godzilla outside of like little animated series and everything like Singular Point and the animated series they did like based on like the 1997/1998 film. Those are like just little like bite-sized affairs, and not really like as far as like the standard fair Godzilla stuff. So pretty much okay, we got a problem here. This might be a little bit bigger than I thought it was. But yeah, like appreciate you, Jeremy. So before we actually kind of get into that, what I was pretty much trying to say is that for those who want to get into like kaiju based stuff, Ultraman I think is like something to be like easily digestible because they actually do it in the form of like short episodes. It's pretty much like about like 24 minutes a piece, and they have like a little typical monster of the week format. So it's just if you pretty much watch old Saturday morning cartoons, very similar thing. It's just with Ultraman, it's live action. And I think there's been like a few movies here and there, but there's also been like different iterations of Ultraman. I don't know if they actually had like a movie for the original show, but pretty much it's just like 24 minutes a piece, and they have like a little monster of the week he fights at the end and whatnot. And that's pretty much like a really good means of like kind of getting into like pretty much like kaiju based stuff. While like Godzilla for the most part is like most of that's movies. So Ultraman's like a really good one. I still ain't finished the original series, but it like what bits I've watched is like it's a lot of fun. Like I said, I have a lot of respect for it, and also this is me kind of like getting like a one up for myself, considering as I think I did like a little bit of lore on Blue Sky. As a kid, I went to Chuck E. Cheese for my birthday, and I had like this this tall vinyl like one it wasn't really an action figure, but it was like one of those little vinyl figures you can get back in the day that just like you mostly just like kind of had like limited articulation, but it was like I had like an Ultraman figure. I think it came with like a little comic. I can't remember if it came with a comic book or whatever, but I lost it in the ball pit. And I remember I think I was like crying for a few hours after that. Says a lot when like back then Baby Mask who loves his pizza and everything. Also, pizza couldn't even like satiate my tears and everything because I was really devastated from losing that figure. But yeah, and of course, like, Ultraman has his own rogues gallery and everything, its own villains and all that. Speaking of villains, though, and thankfully for the most part, outside like a little slight, bend on the back of the box, which is barely noticeable. This is something I'm really excited about. It actually looks like a whole lot better in person. Problem is this thing? Oh. Uh-oh. So, Rogues, I need to check something real quick. Oh. So, I underestimated things, guys. Okay. This is officially the biggest Godzilla-based figure I've got. I basically saw it when I opened the box, where it was like, okay, it might be a problem. So, what we got right here. So, just kind of put this in comparison. You can probably like maybe see like the little figures right there on the shelf, the little tiny like standard fare figures. They're about the same size as like the Ultraman one as far as the box is concerned. This one right here, alongside my Destroya figure, it's like one of the prizes in my collection. Like this isn't the one I just unboxed, but like this Kiryu one, it's kind of got like this unique color scheme to it and everything. Because Kiryu is like my absolute favorite. My second favorite Godzilla villain. My favorite. Well, you see him on the keychain right here. A big Gigan fan. However, the other one in the top three, well, I end up getting my biggest pop figure out of him. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put him. So yeah, the king himself, King Ghidorah. As you can see right here, size comparison to Kiryu. So a little bit, and I think it's of course because like Ghidorah's wings and everything, but also this is hands down one of the best looking figures I've got out of the collection. I love the design of the Kiryu one. So the problem I had with this, and yeah, I'm nerding out, deal with it. Is that so there was only like two other King Ghidorah pop figures that they've had. One was him sleeping, which I do want to get that one as well. They released like 3 figures like between Godzilla, Sleep with Manila or whatever. Basically as part of it as well. And then of course like Space Godzilla, and then they had one of King Ghidorah with two of the heads completely napping and then one of them yawning. So I'd like to have that one, like have like or at the very least have like the Godzilla Manila one. But other than that, the only other figure they've had of King Ghidorah is Mecha King Ghidorah, which I really don't like the design of, and I just really want to just have like the OG version of him. So I've got that now. I've got what's pretty much Godzilla's arch enemy. And again, I just love the design on it. It's basically got him using like his attack. I can't remember if it was called like the gravity beams or whatever it was. And I gotta look it up because they've had like so many different variations of names. Like some people say like call Godzilla's breath, atomic breath. Some call it the heat ray and everything. I've always called it atomic breath, but I gotta brush up on it. I think it's gravity beam something. Gravity beam. So yeah, I did get it right. So yeah, see, it's another one of those times I actually got it right, but need to confirm I did or whatever. So yeah, it basically has Ghidorah, doing the gravity beams and everything. Which is basically just like lightning bolts or whatever. I don't even know why they're called gravity beams. I don't know. I can't remember if he actually does change gravity when he hits stuff with them. But yeah, I'm just happy to have that figure in pretty decent condition. Just gotta figure out where I'm gonna put it. I mean, I do have like my little Godzilla bank and the Mothra plush down there. So I could put him down there. But because right there on that shelf, I've got Gigan. I've got like 4 different versions of Godzilla, the original Mecha Godzilla, and like a little little toy of Kiryu, and then like these two little small figures of Godzilla and Kiryu I got right there like kind of emulating a fight. But yeah, at least like both figures came in in good condition. Outside like I said, like a little slight bend on the box with Ghidorah, but it's better than what happened like months ago, like when I tried to order like some figures from GameStop. That's where I got like this Ghidorah figure from. I got like some figures, a couple figures from Five Nights at Freddy's for the I think the 10-year anniversary of that, and the figures came in bad condition. So yeah, at least it came in good condition, and the Ultraman figure came in a box protector. Obviously that wasn't going to be the case with like the Ghidorah figures. I don't think they actually make deluxe size box protectors. So anyways, definitely excited for both these figures. I'm going to try to figure out like how to add them in there. I mean, like Ultraman, I may just put him up there on that shelf with the other Godzilla figures, but Ghidorah, I'm going to have to definitely figure out something for him. So anyways, guys, unboxing's out of the way now. Castlevania Portrait of Ruin. Last stream, we kind of like got to like explore a few areas. Got through the first painting. And so tonight we're gonna like definitely try to cover more ground. I'm probably gonna be live with it for probably about maybe like 2 or so hours, and then crime scene cleaner. We'll be jumping on that afterwards for like a mission or two, depending on like how long the mission we do is. I think it's gonna be like the mission where we're originally like we're like trying to clean up after like the affair happened. So I know the original one was pretty long, But we'll see how that what happens, when we get to that. So, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and do this ad break properly now because I just did 2 snoozes in a row right there. And then we'll get this get this started and see if we can find a few more bosses and see what see what else this game has to offer because I'm really excited to continue this. It's the main Castlevania I ain't played as far as the Metroidvania is concerned. I haven't touched yet or in the last stream, so I'm really excited to continue this. So give me about 3 minutes and I'll be right back. Alright guys, it's time to get this show on the road. And the reason on Twitch I said what a rainy night to have a thirst or whatever is obviously the age-old well-known phrase from Castlevania, what a wonderful night to have a curse, whatever, and it's currently raining here, so it's just something I kind of thought up on a whim, trying to figure out some kind of catchy name and everything. The first thing, someone trying to mount me up. Let's see. Rip your dress. You don't know me. Okay, she's gonna come in with her freaking Buddha palm. Put. What was that about? Oh, well. So we literally would have went a little bit further last stream, Rogues. I would have already found where we need to go here. I do want to check something else real quick, though. That was me just being a bit disrespectful. My stupid stuff like goes up the wrong way, and now I gotta fight through them again. No, I don't. Probably should for the experience. Okay, whatever. I'm trying to hit them as soon as. Yeah, definitely. Still hard for me to actually say like which game of the series really has like my favorite music. See, I say that I gotta level up. I was never like talking about leveling for the experience. I just want to like go back up here and make sure that I didn't actually goof up on. Of course, as you guys may see in the background, so I just did the unboxing. I did find a place for Ghidorah. I just like moved Mothra around. So that's like my little plushie of Sam from Trick or Treat. Like he's got like a whole little army of like chibi kaiju like to help him, make sure the rules of Halloween are respected. You know what? Bad. You're dead. Why is that the dog gives me a hot dog? Oh wait, I ain't falling for it because I remember I went that way before. Whatever, there was something I couldn't do yet. There's just the same thing over here, but just want to confirm it. Yeah, so I didn't go down this way because I was like, hill guard. You're not guarding hill, that was a stair. I don't know, does that count? I mean, because like, hills go up, stairs go up, hills go down, stairs go down. I guess it could have been a hill. I mean, or you guard that hill. Suedo Hill. I said they're terrible at their jobs. Welcome in, Nika. Oh, hello. Strength temporarily. Oh wait, we got dive kicks. I might not want to rely on too much. Where the hell are we going? Succubus? Lilith. Alright, well, I'll deal with you later. Why did you seem like you was... Well, I'm glad you gave me that. Hopefully it's better than what I got. No wonder you suck. Hang on, how fast is it? I might rock this or whatever, because that... Nope, it sucks. I hate like having to slow here or whatever, but I mean I kind of like need to take it out, like do damage like as quick as I can. It's realistic. Yeah, I'm sorry, I just don't feel like dying here. Look, I don't know what you're guarding at, but I'm taking it. Poncho. A poncho. Alright, Charlotte, you want this? Alright, message me in Discord. Okay, well, at least she can use it. Yep. I don't need you coming in like and showing off your poncho, Charlotte. You're like, morphin' time right on out of here. Oh, so that's how they're rolling. Oh, these doors. Ow! You know what? It's like that was like the last hit. No. Bad. 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 Okay, I'm just gonna go. I need like a faster, stronger weapon. Maybe look a little bit harder and better if we're going the Daft Punk route. Okay, let me get some more snack. I like how the pudding basket like fully healed me and everything. Like something that probably, I mean, we don't really know which was like more healthy between that and the hot dog, but I feel like the hot dog had more protein. And I'm thinking race constitution or something. Intelligence and you know, it's just typical of a monocle. So, you know, the stats right here just check out, Rogues. So let's see, you know, it's basically either lowers your defense, lowers your strength, lowers your constitution. So basically, you know, the whole concept of like someone who thinks they're hot shit, thinks they're intelligent or whatever, pompous as hell, but you know, basically go out there and like try to face like actual problems or whatever, and they get decked. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, but one day, I mean, like, you know, having a silver spoon up my ass, I just don't find one. I'm pretty sure this captain's got one somewhere. I gotta just like take your stat down by 1. The poncho is like better than the corset, apparently. Ah, crap. Piss off, creature. This place is too many freaking corridors. Ah. Okay, this is leaning back down. Okay, so at least we know where that goes. Nope. You know, just because you can just smack me with that, it better be good. You know what? You are officially now my best friend, and I'm still gonna kill like everyone you see, but I fucking hate you. That's like how... That's slow. Oh my god. Never mind, I love you again. I don't know about love him or hate him, because he's slower, but I mean, I knocked him out in 2 hits that time, so... You're the Gallagher, you don't know me. But seriously, I mean, this thing looks like, you know, just like a masochist dream where it looks like a big, you know, dominatrix lollipop or something. I don't know where I was going with that, but... I mean, I ain't complaining about it. I mean, outside the fight slow as heck. I'm surprised I got up there. Is that catch up or uncurse potion? I would like to have an uncurse. It's just, I look stupid trying to swing this thing around. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. Come on now, I gotta... Let me up! Charlie, come here. Oh, of course, she just takes each row. It just warped. It couldn't for you. None of us can be that blessed. So where's the... It's up there. Okay. You know, she does a little Power Rangers cosplay. Power Rangers impersonation. Piss off, Sir Dumplings. Nope. Let me show you how it feels. So you don't feel that good, does it?
I see you.
I don't care. What the fudge? Huh? That's a... What'd I just get from you? Is it a relic or... I'm so confused right now. What'd I just get from them? You said a weapon, but... Wait, hold on. Right. So one thing I like about this is the fact that the sub-weapons like are all like collected, I guess. What is this thing? Oh god, this thing. I think usually some people like consider like one of the most useless, like, you know. I'll keep it. I forgot what it's called in like in other, you know, games or whatever, but yeah. Tome of Arms 2. That would go to her, right? Yeah, start using that, please. Because it was definitely worth going down there, but no way we were getting our asses kicked. You know, we needed better weapons. Like I was saying, like what I like is that the sub-weapons, you don't actually have to switch them out like in some of the other games. You get to keep each of them. See, here I'm trying to be fancy with like this. You jerk! You're trying to be all fancy schmancy with it or whatever. And in a second, there's like stuff down there. That's... Oh, there we go. Now we can actually get going. But definitely gonna go back that other way that we were gonna go before, like to the paintings. We know where we have to go. I just don't want it yet.
You impudent.
I render you dead. Impudent, how dare you? Well, you know what? Well, I just rendered you outpudent. You know, because I made her leave. I don't care if it's not a real word, I made it up. And these rules are my alley, and if I say, like, you know, we have, like, particular words here or whatever, then that's what we have. Oh, please don't shoot. You know, the high ground doesn't always work, right? You know, you have to aim down. I thought they were being like all Anakin Skywalker there. More like Obi-Wan Shinobi. Really? You trying to tell me you can't, like, claw through, we can't climb through that. We need a particular set of skills to be able to, like, crawl through, like, a freaking... One of those bad, like, Metroid Zero mission where, like, you have to unlock, the means of using Samus's thumbs to be able to grab onto something. Nope. Don't care. I don't think I've seen one you shot me yet. I said, this is just favoritism. Why is she getting all like the good, stat stuff? Okay, this thing's gotta go. Where's my knife? Yeah, okay. No eyes, white dragon. Son of Skeleton Government. I really don't want to. You guys suck. Just getting random gear here. Like here, like Donostar and Aryastar. No, we have to like get the enemy's soul. And this one, no, we just get like their contact info on paper. So their design looks cool. That looks like some kind of Mega Man villain. Don't talk. Be quiet. Haven't really looked into it. One of the main concerns about it is just worried about like having like 4 separate feeds going at once. Because with YouTube, basically doing both of them, it's pretty much takes like more bit rate. I mean, I've thought about it, but I may look more into it. I mean, it seems interesting, but because YouTube actually has like a better way that you can like another way you can do like the vertical stuff that I want to do eventually. So pretty much they have like a dual streaming setting on YouTube. I'm doing all this natively through OBS. I use something called like Atom Stream Suite, and that's how I very much do like the vertical stuff. But YouTube has like a in-house feature that they released more publicly like not long ago, and it pretty much lets you like do like the vertical stream and like the horizontal thing like in one feed. And it pretty much merges the chats and everything. The only problem with it is that we got kind of see like what I've got going on with the vertical screen, as I'm like just pointing to it in OBS. More or less, it basically does that whole thing where it just like zooms in your feed and you can't like use your webcam with it and everything. So I'm kind of like waiting to see because they said they're going to roll out more features in the future. So I'm hoping there might be a way that you can kind of do like what you do on Twitch. Because with Twitch or whatever, once you I want to have like a clip or whatever, you can do this whole thing where you can pretty much how you put like your camera on there, your face cam, like basically the way like my clip, like I do like my Twitch clips and bring them over like as shorts or whatever. That's basically how it works on Twitch, and that it just zooms it in. And it's kind of like a similar thing with like the dual stream thing on YouTube, where it zooms everything in, does that typical like zoomed in vertical aspect ratio thing. But the problem is you can't use your face cam with it. But with Twitch, I'm hoping they do something similar to Twitch where like you can kind of like have like a second little pop-up that you can overlay your face cam onto. Oh shoot! Let me start doing something about that. Yeah, it is like a little bit louder. Does that work? How's that? But yeah, also might be I just wasn't like really that close to my mic, but yeah, it's pretty much like if they add some more features in on YouTube, I'd be glad to probably use like the in-house, like like the yeah, I've also been trying to like work with like different like audio setup stuff, like trying to get like this whole desync thing like fixed. But yeah, again, like YouTube, they have like this little they put the feature out where like you can do like everything in one merged chat. So I'd like this. I guess like it'll still like do 2 streams or whatever, but it'll kind of like I guess like I'll put it like I don't know exactly how it would work. but I haven't done it yet because they still need to put like things in there to be able to like have your face cam up and whatnot. I personally like doing how I do my vertical streams where everything is visible, where nothing's cropped, where so everyone can so people can see everything. And that's what like I think I was suggested. You know, like if it's basically like something, it's like if you just focus on one game, it's something like maybe like it's like first-person shooter where you have like the HUD. Like, basically, if you only focus on one, like maybe Apex, like or basically like something like Marvel Rivals or Fortnite or ones where basically it's kind of like people like say like just like like a lot of times with like high action games or whatever, it's probably just just do like the full screen, like crop like how I do it on the vertical stuff. But I was just saying like you just like focus on one game, just like you can do the crop thing because it's you don't have to like worry about switching it up all the time. But there's also I think like other reasons why they said like you can it's best to just do the horizontal within the vertical. I just don't want people like to kind of like miss anything that's going on in the game. I know it like makes like the screen smaller, but I'd rather they see everything going on instead of like like key moments possibly getting like cut out of it, especially if there's something really funny that happens. Because where I got my face cam like position normally on the horizontal, that's sometimes where like funny stuff like something fun will happen, but like around where my face cam is, it's like a lot to kind of explain and everything. It's pretty a little complicated, but yeah, I would like maybe like to try like I would like to maybe try out like the vertical stuff, but like Amber said, I think it's in beta, and I kind of like want to like wait and see if they kind of get like a little going for it. Yeah, well, YouTube's definitely had like I think some bugs here and there going on too. I think like with them always like changing the algorithm and everything. I mean, there's like a lot that I really do wish I could like optimize as far as my vertical stuff's concerned. So that led me back around here. Good to know. There's two other ways we can go over here. I'm just curious if there might be another painting, so that would kind of like just. That was cheap and I don't care. Chat a comment. Just close the distance, jerk. You say so lonely? I mean, with that attitude, no wonder you can't get a date. Oof. Well, I mean, it takes my defense up quite a bit. Wait, hold on a second. What the hell am I wearing? I had all these different plates. I didn't realize it. It's gonna take like a little bit to hit everything else, but I don't care. I'm gonna put the silver plate on. No wonder I'm getting smacked around. I had all like these other plates where I didn't realize I had something better. Silly me. Yeah, hold on. Hang on. Well, I tried. I'm right here, totally trying to. All right, I'm just trying to like stay alive here. With any luck. No. Well, that's just freaking great. Well, I ain't banging out for a fight. Whoa, come on. I'll be taking the save room. Or not. Gosh damn it. Knee strike. I'll do all that for a knee strike. Sorry, like I'll be very careful with my goals. Go strip somewhere else, you naked freaking nudist. Yeah, I mean, I wish there was like more optimized ways to kind of like do a lot of this. And there might be whatever, but well, that's what I thought. Y'all can hide anything from me. Potion. Well, that's all well and good, but I would have liked to actually heal. That would have sucked if you actually would knock me into that thing. I gotta find Mr. Healing. I need some healing. I need Mr. Healing. Oh god, these dorks again. Glasses? Why does he need glasses? Like he didn't have eyes. Hold on, let me. Okay, so we got a manly knee, but not the Cat and Falcon manly knee. Alright, yeah, those suck. Yeah. Like I said, I definitely, wish I had, like, you know, something like more feasible as far as. Shut up. A lower Where's my Yanni brooch? For those who know. Even just like a little 1 point up or whatever, which I know I had like, you know, the plates or whatever that I realized I could use, but and this dork right here would like guard the stairs. Or come up here and fight me then. Okay, this works because I can pretty much go over and heal. There should be like, ah, crap. I'm not using that. I don't care about using that. Charlotte. We do not take axe armor seriously around here. That's the rule. Well, what would you like to do?
How are things?
Go to the butcher and punch some meat. Is that what we're calling it now? Goes to there. There's a room in which May ghosts gather. Defeat the great ghost that appears there. I wasn't even trying to do this one, but okay.
Well done.
Whip skill 2 learned.
Care to try? I'm counting on care to try. This is your training.
If I did the other one by accident, who knows?
I'll make you a deal.
Anything, that pearl ring, but it's not really worth buying just for like a 1-up on our stats. I don't normally like really buy like a lot of stuff or whatever unless it's really needed, like, you know, in Dawn of Sorrow and Aria of Sorrow, like the soul ring, like that one really expensive ring in both games. One spot like over there that of course we couldn't explore it anyway, so. Probably like the best route we can take now is back over this way. Like, Sandy Grave. It's like a big good area for like farming a little bit of experience there. What the fudge? Boom. Yeah. All right, Jules. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, definitely rest up. I couldn't tell what that thing was, but I was like, kill the money right afterwards. That's saying, it seems like all y'all been sick lately. Everyone's like had their health and stuff going on. What the fuck? Look, I'm doing you a favor and like I'm getting you out of my freaking. Actually, I'm doing myself a favor. No, bad. No, bad. Don't be bleeding all over me. Disgusting. You are so disgusting. What you got down here? I probably should. Oh wait, no. I see something down here. I'm going down here. For the Sarlacc. Yeah, I mean, the whole thing with Nika or whatever, you know, her health stuff, Amber being sick, you know, Jules. Anyway, I mean, I hope all you get better. I mean, I got like sick one time or whatever recently or whatever, and that was about it or whatever, but. Please, look, we need a whip, all right? I'm gonna try to use it. Try to, you know, keep it traditional. Me know what happened. You know what? No, I've had just about to have your sass. We're talking about there. You, me. Yeah, you'll get there, Nika. You've always been strong. I really wish I had like a better whip. It definitely seems like there's been a lot of sickness going around and everything, and just, people just like not really just having like the best luck with things. But clear skies, defensive spell neutralizes range attacks. It may just be like a thing, like, you know, by the time like I do like damage, I mean, I could like switch back to the whip. It may seem like, you know, be like just one of those things like, you know, so fast where I can like basically, oh my god. Can I just go one game without like seeing you jerks? Obviously not, because they're basically iconic at this point. Yeah, it's basically about like me. No. Hold on, what was that thing's name again? Let me hit that thing again. Ectoplasm. Making sure. I thought like it said Legion. I was like, well, you're not Legion. I don't know why I thought it said Legion for a second there, but. Looking at their tag team attack up there. They just high-fiving. How the hell of knives? Okay, 1,000 blades. Knock this shit out like King Tut right there. We're gonna try it. Almost like they got stronger or something. I feel like I was like, taking that a lot easier outside. Let's go back up this way. Past Tweedledee Tweedledum right here. Ah, shit. Oh, I'm a bit surprised to find you inside my painting. You must be Bronner. How dare you? Show my father some respect. Forgot how I actually voiced her before. What, you're not even the one... Well, I didn't voice her anyway, it was the other one. Calm yourself, Stella. What could they possibly know about respect? They're just humans after all. You know, I don't want to whoop your ass already. Indeed, I am Bronner, master of this castle. Are you trying to revive Dracula? What the hell are you up to? Dracula, you say? What a joke. Right, sister? Watch these ignorants get worked up to be so entertaining. Since you have no intention of reviving Dracula, why should Lord Dracula be revived? In the past few centuries, he's failed at controlling humanity. You're not wrong there. That's why I was trying to make sure we just go on an attack on him. I will wait no longer. For the sake of my beloved daughters, I will take this world from mankind. Humans bring death and ruins everything of beauty. Rogues, I now know who that monologue I picked up belonged to. If not after Dracula, why is the castle been resurrected? Lord Dracula's power is great. I recognize that. But through this castle, that power will allow the world to be reborn. You only wanted to use Dracula's power? It should be possible to separate Dracula from his magic. Oh, but it is. A clever young lady. So long as I possess the power of the painting, I have no trouble at all. Father, you need not waste your time on such insolent pests. What'd you say? Yes, please show them how utterly pathetic they are. Well, no need to be hasty, dear. At the moment, Dracula's faithful servant is sniffing around my castle, exposing of him as our first priority. But Father, you two have nothing to worry about. Please retire to a safe place and get some rest. Yeah, listen to Daddy. You heard me. We can dispose of this trash at any time. Yeah, as I've said before, and I got a really good reason to say where I don't know, like whoever painted your painting, I don't know what they got for it, but they should have got life. I finally met this Bronner. He has incredible power. Just the sight of him could drive an ordinary person mad. Yep, would have been messy. If only I could use the whip. Look, at least we're alive. Yeah, but I'll make him regret ever crossing paths with us. Of course there's a door taking out. I need to fight bad. I like how they just like just trying to throw more and more. No, it don't feel better. This thing's like too freaking slow. Well, the whole thing is that this one, Jonathan can't use the vampire killer. At least not right now. Double wheel. I mean, I guess like the main thing is that like the Belmonts didn't like provide him like the passcode for the whip. It had like like fingerprint protection or something. I don't know. Well, is that a key lime pie? Pumpkin. Well. Finally hit someone with the knee lift. Crystal necklet. Let me guess, it goes to her. That's why I try to put it on. Favoritism. Pure favoritism. Why is she getting everything? I got concerned it might have been like a false save point. I saw these things in here. Like I thought it might have been like a false save or something. I mean, look, it's not the first time Castlevania's done that. Maybe the 9, like, definitely had a notorious one. But the thing is, that one I saw coming a mile away. Oh, guys, I don't care. Oh, guys, I'm not your guys. I get it. I reiterate, the enemies in this game are much weirder than anything I've fought anywhere else. We got random ass, like, Gara Sand Construct King Tut right there. I'm gonna walk like I just, walk like I got my foot up your ass. Or not. Right. Yeah, I knew it. That was his name, wasn't it? So dramatic. I forgot what it was called in the other games, but if it's playing out however. I had to go a little Jafar, like, to get that unlocked. Imagine if they're just shooting at a wall and then someone just kind of bonked you in the back of the head. Like, there was so many things right there where he was failing. Okay, can I actually get something this time? What if I want a charm necklace? Oh, we got 2 of them, huh? Puts the mind up a good bit. Thank you. Let me guess. This goes to Charlotte, right? Glamorous pumps. I mean, I ain't wearing that. Like we would all that, just get her a pair of shoes. First off, how? Like the fact, like, you know, somehow that still hit me. I'm getting the heck on out of here. I don't like this room. Pretty sure don't like me that much either. It's like every time, like they find like some completely half-assed way for him to smack me with that stupid like. It didn't say he fired it, it still hit me. Or like I made him drop it or something. I think I know what's coming. Boss battle? Boss battle.
Come hither.
First off, woman, don't you freaking talk to me like that. Come hither. Peasant. Oh, okay. You can take your Boa Hancocked bullshit up somewhere else.
Fight, my love.
Jonathan, god damn it! Fucking simp! Jonathan, I'll whoop your ass too after I'm done with her. Calm the frick down! Jonathan, that's the most unprofessional bullshit I've ever seen in my life. It's like freaking Boa Hancock from One Piece. How am I gonna? She made me whoop my own ass.
Come hither.
Bitch, we got some words to have.
Transmission.
Command me.
Freaking himbo. You know what? Just what now, asshole? Yeah, that's some bullshit. I disarmed him. That's not fair. That's not fair. Symphony of the Night. Jonathan, gosh damn it. I'm not dealing with this from you today. Boy, wake up. Bitch, you don't want me to go Hogwarts on your ass. Let me open my foot up your ass. Come on, then. I really don't like this boss. Jonathan, freaking get up and help me, damn it. Hope you're proud of yourself. I gotta see if I got something stronger I can use against her. This ain't working. with your ass. You know, okay, I take it out, guys.
You're asking for it.
So after all that and me talking shit about not needing them or whatever, and they just came in and helped me shoot her ass. So it's another boss I beat in the Castlevania game by cheesing him with a freaking gun. You almost got me to the point I don't even want to play as you for the rest of the game.
Jonathan.
And see, and she had like every right to this out to order when she said that. Freaking simp. Ben, he's got even freaking got the Sanji hairs off One Piece. Oh, now they want to like basically see. That's what I should have done. Before the fight started, I should have just unequipped him so that way he wouldn't have anything to actually hit me with. I don't know if it would have worked, but. That boss sucked. Wrong thing. That boss absolutely sucked though. It's awesome. Come hither. We can now push blocks. So just dumbfounds me in fact, like he's supposed to be like, you know, some kind of like, you know, monster killing martial artist where you can't touch a freaking block. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Alright, just... Oh, I just leveled up. Dude, they're showing like something like that right there, like there's a hidden block somewhere. Like there's a... I'm looking at the map and it's like... Doesn't go outside somehow. Yeah, there's like still so many other paths we can take here and everything. There's like a few spots like where I can't like fill out the map, so I'm probably gotta like just not be able to go outside. Now how about this? Let's see how this looks. Okay, we're just gonna go back to the knee strike. I might actually have some uses. Really, we ain't been down this way. Look at that flea man tried to surprise attack me and just got decked. Please, for love of God, do not get up and start walking around. I've had enough of that today. Apparently, if I would have went this way before, so there actually was like a safe spot much earlier on. Silly me, all I had to do is just go up. There's still like a lot of other areas over here we need to check out. Might be able to get a stronger weapon. Also, the ad break's gonna start in a couple minutes, Rose. So, and down here. lady, or lady, wherever you are, after everything I just dealt with, like with that one boss, where I don't think you really want to intimidate me too much. How you made them stay put. Let's see what we got here. Again, absolute favoritism. I was trying to remember there was something else I picked up. Alright guys, the ad break's gonna start in about a minute. You know, like these shoes that she's found and everything we got for her. At least I try to see if I can get down like the bottom of this room before here first. Always nice to have. And a save room, which is kind of concerning. Well, they have both right next to each other. That's kind of concerning. Alright guys, but anyways, yeah, give me about like 3 minutes and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back, and I'm probably gonna be live for about maybe another. I'm gonna at least like try to see if I can finish up like exploring this spot, and that'll probably be it. I just got the crime scene finish stream tonight. I'll probably go. Got this thing again. Don't be interrupting my attack. That's not cool. Really knocked your block off. All like 2,000 of them that made up your frame. How about no? Alright, douse him. Yeah, we're not playing that game. It ain't really too tough like without all your homies right there, are you? They really try to cheat me right there. Boy, why isn't that breaks finishing now? Just said it finished a minute ago. That's weird. Yeah, like it said like the ad break finishing now, like on Twitch or whatever, and then turned around and said like, you know, said like at 8:04 that it finished, then 8:05. Well, now we're back in this room. Oh, this is just... Wow. Great. So how does it get down there? It's just way to turn this stupid thing off. And I was looking away at the chat right there, and that's what... Because what happened if I... Okay, the reason that happens is because, like, that one room with the dragon and all those other little jerks, I was like... I'm not gonna handle business, just wait. See, now that right there was kind of questionable. Really? Dude, I got something else to do. Like, get out of my way. Stone mask, Kono Dio da. Of all things that... See, I know what happens when someone puts a stone mask on, going by JoJo standards. Charlie, you wanna put this on? I guess she wants nothing to do with it. Like this. That little thing y'all did before ain't happening again. Made sure of that. Can't go up here this time. Oh, nope, that's where we went last time. Never mind. Figure this out. If I can't fit up here. Strange, because unless... Yeah, I'm not seeing like any way to really kind of get down there. I mean, there's got to be a way to do so, but... I'll worry about it later, because there may be like some kind of other ability we can get, like, to kind of navigate that. That either. Probably be like, because I know like just about everyone in Castlevania says like some kind of thing where you can like, you know, jump really high. So what we can do here is we immediately drop another one. Fight this stupid thing again. what makes this area like a little bit, you know, tricky. Is like all these like these small enemies. It's gonna be a bit of a pain in the ass to hit. All right, best bet we got. There's like a. I'll show you guys the map out here. There's one other spot over here. So take this one right here. Like we can explore like, some of these other areas. We're like close to them. Can I just fight one of you? I want to play patty cake. Rude. Just can't get good staff these days. Let me stay right here just to be safe. That's right, we can't go up there. Well, my backs up like what I said earlier about like you know, having like getting like a really high whole one high jump. Alright, there's like one. Okay, never mind, I filled in the map right there. Just like that little spot. Go to the right here. And they're actually really checked out here. There's still like a lot of backtracking I'm gonna have to do later to get like, you know, more stuff. But that was just completely uncalled for. Walk a knife. It does. But I'm about to play whack-a-mole with you. As I do just that. It doesn't look like there's any, like, you know, secret down there going by the map. Comb. We know that goes to her. You won't think it does. Unless it's a weapon. I literally thought that that was like, you know, a hairpiece. I thought that went to Charlotte. It's actually a weapon. Okay, let's look at the map a little bit more here. I've explored a good bit of all this. Like some of the other spots we can check out like back at the entrance anyway, so I'm going to head on back over this way. So let's go down. Here you go. There's too many mummies. Here's Alucard's got daddy issues, now I got mummy issues. Yeah, I went there. Okay, so there's like a couple spots over here back towards the entrance I can check out. You did that before. You want to know what the end result was? You got like, face busted. Just these things are so annoying, I'm actually considering it. So that must have been annoying me or whatever. I mean, I'm actually considering, like, using that. Imagine, like, that last boss we fought. Like, I put some of the ghosts in, they just would have been, like, pulling her hair and everything, and just, like, I can totally see them doing it. They just, like, go show them, start, like, pulling her hair and just, like, start yanking at her ears and everything while she's trying to fight me. And one reason I also saved so often, I've had, like, I think, like, a few times, like, I had, like, issues with, like, some games I played, like, the collection's, like, crashing. I guess that's basically about it for now until I come back. And there's a few spots I still need to explore, but I think some of that require that, like, the high jump. Okay, you know what that says. These guys are starting to be really annoying. What's the deal with them always, like, dropping the stone mask? I don't want it. Okay, now, seriously. Like, he just walked into me and just basically poked my eye or something. Okay. Alright, so... now that we can push the blocks, I definitely got, like, a few ideas on spots I can go to. But we'll tackle that next stream. Alright guys, so yeah, it was a bit of a short stream this night. Like I said, I just want to kind of like do that one area. Next stream, we'll definitely go and like try to check out like some of the spots, like try to find like some areas where like they have like the blocks I can push. I mean, it really shouldn't be hard to find some of them. Thankfully, looking at the map here, there's like some leniency as far as like some of the areas I can go and check that are not built out. As far as like war points being just about everywhere like here, so that'll make it easier to kind of go around and like check some of these other areas, some of these places. Like I said, we'll be like doing that on the next stream of this, which will be next week on Wednesday. But with that said, like I said, there is gonna be like one more stream tonight. I will be doing like another episode of Crime Scene Cleaner, which I'm gonna try to go and start getting things set up for that. So it's not really gonna be like a late stream for it. I'm gonna like have dinner first, and then afterwards I'll be live with it. And we'll probably just be doing like one job for it. I mean, last stream we reached like the halfway point of the nightmare jobs. So we're pretty much, I think, like on the last 5 now, I think, give or take. Yeah, I think we're like on the last 5 or so jobs. So yeah, I won't be like long on going live with this one. But of course, I'm also really excited for tomorrow, like with the streams that are planned. As far as like Hellmart, and then of course on Friday it'll be either Hellmart or Lone Shark, or possibly both. Because Lone Shark's gonna be like an interesting one. It's like it's another horror fishing game, but I think it's more focused on the horror instead of like actual cozy aspect. So it's gonna be kind of cool, like seeing what that one's about. And I might have like a little bit something fun planned for the Hellmart stream, based around like the whole name tag thing I did before, like my name, like the whole trainee thing on the post-it note. I might have a little something like set up for you guys that y'all might get a kick out of. Something I'll try to do like for the stream of that moving forward, just to kind of make things comical. But I'm not gonna say what it is. But anyways, with that said, we're gonna go ahead and close on out of this. And that's we're like 23%, so we still got a good bit of this left. Wait till tomorrow. Wait till the next stream of it. Is it still raining? I can't tell if it's raining or not. So yeah. So what we're pretty much gonna be doing, what was I gonna do? What was I gonna do? Yeah, I kinda like lost my train of thought there. Yeah, I guess we're gonna like try to see if possibly maybe there's like someone we can raid or whatever. I may wait till the crime scene clear stream. I'm gonna like see who's live. But yeah, at the very least, outside of how this stream started, which was more like amusing than anything irritating, because it was just like just a very bad attempt at trying to like troll or whatever it was that person was trying to accomplish. It definitely was like I'm just glad this was like a very relaxed stream tonight as well, considering like recent things, rogues. But I'm really excited like for next crime scene cleaner one as well. Because I know that's gonna be. I'm just curious to see how that's gonna go. That's gonna be like that one, like the love affair one. So I want to see like what the horror version of that's gonna be. So yeah, let me see what we got going on. Yeah, sure, go right ahead, Nika. But yeah, what I'm pretty much gonna do is like go ahead and get things set up for the stream. I'm gonna have like a quick dinner and everything. Probably like just like some nuggets and seasoned like waffle fries. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I'll figure out something quick for dinner. But that being said, we're gonna like see if there's any, like there's plenty of people who are live right now. Let me see. Now actually, curious where she's like currently playing crime scene cleaner. Let me see. I'm trying to see like who all is live, because like several of them are people I've raided recently and everything. So I kind of like want to try to like mix it up some. But we'll see. Like I know like there actually was a few people that were playing Portrait of Ruin earlier. I saw like it. I wasn't when I was like doing the setup for it. It said like there was like other viewers or whatever. So and that was where I went live. So there were actually people playing this game, which is like it's awesome to see that. Seeing others like showing Portrait of Ruin some love. So raid browser. See if any of them are still alive. Apparently not. It's only like showing me the people that are on my list right now, like the ones that are currently live and everything. But yeah, we'll all right. And also in the possibility that Curious maybe like doing a nightmare mission or stuff that I'm not on or something. No offense to her, but I mean I was considering doing a raid. But I just don't like in the event it might be a nightmare mission I haven't done yet, because there are still 5 more. I don't know exactly where she is in the game. But let me see. I'm not sure if I can really like find any no one really live right. We'll try again, I guess, when I'm doing crime scene cleaner, see what happens. Rogues, see who's live then. But yeah, that said, I'm gonna go ahead and get like some food real quick. Have dinner, go and get everything set up. It really won't take me long at all. Probably get things set up. I'm hoping I can try to like be live by 10 or at least 9:30. It really won't take me long to eat, and get the next streams going and everything. But with that said, as always, you guys can like find me on other social media. You can pretty much just do exclamation point socials in the chat whenever I'm live, or you can just kind of like just check I literally have like a socials panel like down in my panels and everything. If you got like so for like as far as like finding where else you can see me like keep up with me online. Primarily I'm using Blue Sky and Upscroll, and I also got my Discord server. But yeah, that said, I'll be live hopefully within like the next hour or so, because I'm just gonna I definitely need to eat, and then we'll see like what tonight's crime is exactly what like next nightmare in Psych Falsi's head's gonna be about. But anyways, until next stream, rogues, much love. Thanks for coming out and hanging out with me and hanging. I was literally about to say thanks for coming out hanging out with me and hanging out with me. Yeah, it's kind of that was kind of a bit of a paradox there. Anyways, I'll see you guys in about an hour. Much love. Thanks for coming out and hanging out, and I'll see you guys next stream. Thanks for watching.